Hello everyone. So today we'll just finish off our feminism. So first wave feminism and the second wave feminism. I hope this is very much clear. When we talk about feminism, we are basically talking about only this one, the radical kind. But understand this thing, the first wave feminism is clearly defined. The aim is clearly defined, the means is clearly defined, and its criticism is clearly defined. What is the criticism of first wave feminism? That basically it is coming up from the underlying philosophies, theories, and thought constructed by men. It is not feminist in its origin. Okay, whereas we see that radical feminism is a completely women created, women forwarded theories. ठीक है? What is the unique concept in it? The concept of patriarchy. But obviously, this patriarchy also is nothing but base structure which has been given by Karl Marx, who was a man. So it makes no sense because you are just utilizing another kind of concept in a larger concept given by a man. But it does not matter. Then we have to talk about the third kind or the third revolution, the third wave feminism. Now understand there is nothing clear cut till now what actually is it, what actually is the aim, what actually is the means, nor ki who is in command or which one is winning. So all of these are in question. Why? Because till now we have no clear cut identity that this is third wave feminism, because there are lot of and lot of meta narratives regarding feminism here, each wanting different things, such as post feminism, new feminism, post colonial feminism. Then you can take it like Middle Eastern, black feminism, the black movement that we saw last year in United States, black feminism. Then there are postmodern, you get eco-friendly feminism, and you have the very new kind, body pro feminism, abortion pro feminism. So there is, understand, the third wave feminism is all about your uniqueness. Basically, what is politics? The aim of politics. The aim of politics is to engage in anything and everything that can help you get your goal, or that is your objective, help you accomplish this. Now let's suppose you are a actress in California, Hollywood actress. Now obviously, what do you want? If you watch the Academy Awards, So you will see that everybody is very, very vocal and political. You watch the Meryl Streep Oscar speech, or you watch Oprah Winfrey Oscar speech. No, she was talking for Me Too. Meanwhile, Meryl Streep was talking about something regarding politics, what we want to achieve, and something regarding Trump. What are the awards for? Movies. What are you talking about? Politics. Why is that? Because you have some kind of objective that you want to lay forward. And for that, you are going to utilize the tool of third wave feminism. Because obviously, your first and second wave has garnered lot of interest in the ideology. And women, when you see women as a support base, understand women are not alone, but if you are able to get them, you get along with it their husband, parents, and kids who will be grown up, raised with those idea and values. Okay, so let's just see in brief what are these about. Nothing else. Then we will move forward. So, what is the main thing that you have to understand here? That everyone is in debate. No, it is not necessary that all are talking about the same thing. They might be talking about something that, let's say, if you are talking about something that I do not agree with, we are in clash. So, we will be in debate who is right, who is wrong. That's it. कुछ है नहीं इसमें. Now, if you talk about post feminism, post means after. Now, after what? So, basically, they are talking about after development of a woman, sufficient development, sufficient opportunity to women have been given. Now obviously this is not true for our nation or our area, that is east. So who are they talking about? The western world. So in west, women have been given lot of opportunity to develop fully, and hence there is no need for feminism. The root cause was exploitation of workers. Similarly, it is for feminism is for subordination of women. Now, according to them, subordination is not there anymore, it is irrelevant. Feminism is irrelevant for post feminism because women have been given lot of time to develop fully. So, what is their way? They want to just say, "Okay, let's just celebrate womanhood, let's just celebrate Women's Day." That's it. That's it. Nothing else. Now, if according to them, men is equal to women and women have at power at per they have same power as men. So what is the next step? Do we remain same? No. Let's grow more and domesticate men. This will be the next step for post feminism. Now obviously this step will be domesticating men. This step will always be in clash with another kind of feminism, which is that new feminism. New feminism talk about कि भैया let's not talk about subordination of a being or anything like that. One species you are, combinedly you are one. So just have mutual respect for each other. That's it. Nothing else. You respect me equally, I respect you equally. That's it. Don't subordinate me, don't try to gold leg me. Nothing like that. Domesticating men does not make sense to whom? New feminism. So they are in debate. Post new. That is approximately very, very understandable. Then, if we talk about black feminism, they are identity based. ideologies that basically white women have different set of problem and black women have different set of problems. Now obviously this was in second wave feminism का offshoot ही है. In second wave feminism we saw that problem of men are different, problem of women are different. Okay, that thing was made clear. Only women know what their problem are and women should be giving creating laws which will help them, because from the perspective of men those laws cannot help women. That is very very obvious. So black feminism says कि भाई black women have different kind of problems. Okay. Similarly, when you talk about post colonial feminism, so it is not like that we are talking about third world countries, because that obviously is the case. Third world countries we will be talking about, but understand we have to talk about the first world as well, because the first world will be exploiting the women of these third world countries. How? With their advertisement industry, making these women of post colonial world. See what happened was, why was India colonized? Because India was, according to them, just a marketplace. That is why the Britishers had to come and rule India, British Raj. ठीक है? Now, understand, post colonialism. So you are outside now. You are not here. So where will you sell? Market. You will need market. You are now addicted to this. That I need some market. So what do? Television. And make sure कि भाई the women of these nations, obviously the women here are not much educated. The culture is very very old, traditional. ठीक है, traditional means automatically that you can believe in anything very easily. So TV में I will start showing you advertisements, Levi's jeans, mango, let's say purses, etc, Prada, Gucci. You will be seeing it. Who are you? Women of, let's say, third world. Now automatically your values will be changing. You will want to wear those, you will want to get those. Now who will be making those? Obviously me, the first world. So I will be making your values change slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. What will this get me? I will get my market back. In the name of globalization, I will be making you my market again. As simple as that. Every kid in the block today wants to eat at McD. Nobody wants to go for eating an idli. Now what is McD? Obviously target was kids, but mostly understand consumerism में, when we talk about consumerism, the first target are women who are very easily susceptible. ठीक है, they will be shown magazines, they will be shown advertisement, any movie if you are seeing, ad you are seeing. ठीक है, so from the clothes to body shape, everything is taken into account by a woman and values change. Okay, now understand, this also means that the problems of first world women and third world women are very very different. यहाँ पे you are not able to get fooled easily by advertisement or anything, because of your education, because of your literacy, because of your continuing of tradition, etc. Meanwhile in third world like India, the problems of women are very very different. Even if you are educated, what about your old ways and traditions, which are very very stupid most of the times? What about those? ठीक है, so problems of third world are different. Similarly, when we talk about what is there, similarly, let's say if we talk about postmodern feminism, what is that talking about? Now, understand postmodern context. I will be taking postmodernism. When we talk about postmodern, so ancient times, medieval times, modern times, then postmodern. So in postmodern world, that is the current world, understand the prime underlying principle always is existentialism. That is existence. It is, let's say, you have to keep this existentialism in head first thing. Then you understand postmodernism, that you want to believe in almost nothing. ठीक है? That is everything is just myth. Everything is myth. Every understanding is a misunderstanding. Every knowledge is provisional. Today you are saying that this is black, tomorrow you might say that this is white. Nothing is confirmed, nothing is fixed and final. And so is gender. And according to them, everything is just getting in your head. How? Because you start listening to people. Like, let's say, you all know that if I talk about a car and you have to give a gender to car, you will say car is male. But let's say if I give you beetle car, if you know beetle, so you will say it is a female. Now, how does that happen? Let's say if I tell you a name, let's say this name is William. You know it is a man's name. But what about this name? Maria. You know this is a female name. So everything is pre-conjectured. Why can't this be female's name? Why can't this be male's name? So everything is preconceived. You हर चीज पहले fix बना रखी है. So how is that happening? Speech is directing. Speech is directing directly what you think and not think. See, let's say if you say, okay, in if Big Boss you see that you will fight a girl, the girls are saying that you, देखो, see, fighting a girl or like this, they do this. They will fight and then they'll say, see, such a bad boy, bad man, Siddharth Shukla, fighting with girl, abusing girls. When you say these kind of things, what you are indirectly doing is putting in head that girls are weak. Girls are weak. Or maybe that some special kind of treatment has to be given for you. Why? Because you're a girl. Now tell me what is the explanation and logic. So there is no logic except that slowly this kind of thing will get stuck in the head of this person who is a man. It makes no sense, but yes. How is that happening? Only due to speech. Now the same girl can say the same thing like this in the next day, next fight, that I am stronger than you because I am a girl. ठीक है? You do not know the power of girl. Now अचानक से he will get confused. Why? Because the speech is directing what you have to understand. Speech is directing the performance aspect of the person. Let's say कि there is a very weak guy. This is a very weak person. And I start saying कि ये क्या मारेगा? What can he do? So automatically what you will have a pre-conjecture, preconceived notion is that maybe this person is some kind of loser. And if suppose this person is coming and I say, oh bhai, he's coming, my god, he's coming. So अचानक से you will feel like Salman Khan is coming. Like who's coming? पता नहीं, some hero maybe. Okay. So your speech and tone will decide. So it has been said that truth is a speech act. स्पीच एक्ट, पोस्ट मॉडर्न, ठीक है, दे आर द वेरी, हाउ शुड आई से, think of it in like in these terms. We know that terrorism, we all know that terrorism is the biggest security threat in India. Always you think about it, you think that if terrorism के अलावा there is only natural disaster for you. You know that terrorism is the major threat to India's unity and, let's say, territorial integrity, everything, even for life. You might think that the nature of terrorism might be so humongous that so much resources are being given to secure your security. But understand, this is a false statement. Just because you are watching in TV and news all the time, the debates are always regarding this, and Pakistan is the hot topic of the news channels. So you think that wait, here, terrorism is such a big deal. But actually, if you think about it, more people die of your road accidents. More people die of simple, very simple and basic diseases like diarrhea. Now, how many are dying in this section and how many are dying in this section? If here the number is 1, so if here the number will be 50,000. Understand what grave situation and issue is this? I will say, wait, this is more dangerous to our security. Yet, the news and the government won't ever discuss this. Why? Because this will need actual solution. Here, you just need to talk. We will do this, we will do that, we will do that. Here, you have to do. It is action ka kaam. Here, it is just a speech act. You have to just say things. Now, with that said, now think of post modern feminism in this context again. How gender will be constructed. What will be the means? Language. By using your language, you will inculcate this girl from starting. Wow, such a pretty face. Wow, such beautiful eyes. So obviously, you are making this person conscious about her features. Meanwhile, a man is like, by not bathing for 10 days, okay, it's fine. ठीक है. So they are growing like that. ठीक है. Now men are dirty. So obviously, ठीक है, now you are using language. Language is constructing the personality and gender as we have separated it from. Let's now just talk about ecofeminism more. Ecofeminism, there is again, you can search article by Mary Daly, okay, or Vandana Shiva. Just find them, read them, and make a 1 page, 2 page note. That is enough, because see, one question of feminism will come definitely. हर बारी आता है. And obviously, eco is getting more and more and more and more weightage slowly and slowly. So understand what basically it means. It considers nature to be a woman. Nature is a woman, and women are exploited as well as nature. By whom? by men. So men is not just exploiting women, they are exploiting nature also, because nature itself is a woman. Now, what is the consequence of all of this? What is the consequence? Consequences environment degradation. You are seeing the journey towards destruction of life, journey towards end. Why? Because life without nature cannot exist. Life and nature का same relationship is like men and women. ठीक है, life cannot exist without nature. Men cannot exist without women. So if men start exploiting women or life start exploiting nature, you will destroy yourself as well in the long run. If that makes it helpful, understand your the 1992 summit, Rio de Janeiro, where Agenda 21 was accepted. So, if you look on the principle of the Agenda 21, sustainable development, sustainable development, when we are talking about sustainable development, we are talking about nature, and nature is a woman. So, understand, women will never harm nature. She is not that kind of person. Women is the friend of the women. Women understand women. Sustainable development, meanwhile, will require protection of nature, helping nature as well. So, it also means that you have to empower women also. Why? Because if you give women enough power, you give them such authority that they have such some command over various decisions, whether this should be done or not, that could harm nature or not. What you will in overall in long run achieve is protection of nature. That is sustainable development. Let's say your most of the women in India in rural areas are burning wood. For what? For fuel. Now, harmful gases obviously is one aspect, deforestation, and let's say your personal, yeah, you will suffer, your lungs will get pata nahi kya kya these gases, as well as your eyes. So it is not nice thing. That is why you are being provided with government supported cylinders, LPG cylinders. Now, what is those? PM उजाला और उज्ज्वला, पीएम उज्ज्वला होना चाहिए, पीएम उज्ज्वला, उज्ज्वला योजना. व्हाट इज सौभाग्य? पीएम सौभाग्य छोड़ो, सौभाग्य भी हो सकता है, बट आई थिंक इट इज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. चेक पीएम उजाला, उज्ज्वला, उजाला, उज्ज्वला एंड सौभाग्य. चेक आउट विच वन इज विच. ठीक है. So understand what is the goal of giving these free cylinders. It is not that we everybody want you start buying cylinder. First thing is that if demand will rise, then my LPG companies will rise, job will be boomed. ठीक है. So economically it is a very good aspect. And bhai, nature I am protecting. It is a clean gas. It is clean gas. साथ में this is a sustainable development aspect, but this can't be achieved fully until unless women are empowered. Women have to be make aware कि भाई you should be using LPG cylinders. Woods are bad for your health, for your children's health. So what is the prime thing that I have to achieve? Empowerment of women. I have to make sure power is in the hand of women. Then only nature can be empowered. If that is clear. Understand? Understand. If you talk about Indian movement, Chipko movement, or let's say your Narmada Bachao Andolan, so Medha Patkar, and here various women, they were hugging trees that we will not allow these trees to get cut. Now Sundarlal Bahuguna was the architect of it, but various women, it is a women led movement, Chipko movement, and Narmada Andolan also. Medha Patkar is the central figure. So understand who is at the forefront of these environmental movements. Women are. ठीक है? According to them, these are not consumerist. According to them, men are consumerist. You want consumerism. We do not want. ठीक है? So they talk about nature of women, which is obviously non-consumerist. Or you can say, what is non-consumerist? You can say non-consumerist is conservationist. जितना है उतने में ही चला लेंगे. Conservationist. Meanwhile, men are like more and more and more and more. You give him Ferrari, tomorrow he'll want an Audi, 5 Audi. Then he'll want rocket. Then he'll want a spaceship. No end to his desire. ठीक है? If that is clear, it sounds very cute, this whole principle. But let's see, can we give a criticism from the perspective of eternal feminist, or let's say radical feminist? If we talk about the second wave feminists, so they clearly say कि भाई men are different, men have different qualities, women have different qualities. Problem of men are different, problem of women are different. So aren't you eco-feminists, aren't you saying the same thing, that women have conservationist nature, men have consumerist nature? So you are saying the same thing. So how come you are different? You are not different. You have your central idea in my eternal feminism only. As simple as that. ठीक है? Now with that being said, we are done with our feminism. ठीक है? So I will begin with end of ideologies. Now this is a huge debate that went on, because obviously you have to understand सारी की सारी चीज़ें एक तरफ, in the end only liberalism at one side. These are just small things. Fascism हो गया या फिर तुम्हारा feminism हो गया, they run in the background. The central ideology will be liberalism, or let's say socialism at one hand, liberalism at one hand. ऐसा नहीं है कि socialist countries won't have liberal values, or liberal countries won't have social values. Intermixing will be there. But if you see the major point of view of looking at things, you have only two. And you understand the whole world is getting divided because it is a time of Cold War. And in Cold War, you have superpowers. Superpower 1, Superpower 2, and you are seeing that they are at war, and it has been going and going and going on for so long. And you know, one of those will eventually come out to be winner. And whoever will win, whoever will emerge as the superior one, his ideology will win. And that will make the other ideology completely, what should be the word? Completely unnecessary. Unnecessary to even Consider or remember, you will have complete hegemony of one ideology. And when you have the final result, you have finally achieved synthesis. Thesis, antithesis, this battle has been going on since a very, very long time. You are finally coming towards achieving synthesis. Now we have to study end of ideologies, and then we have to study one more thing, end of history, because we have seen Marx ka historical dialectics. History is what? Nothing. If you talk about Hegel, how was Hegel giving history? How does history move? Movement of history. So, bhai, history moves with dialectics, dialectics of ideas. Idea one, let's say, and idea two, they will be in a battle. Okay, it will lead to some kind of changes, and one idea will remain, one will go away. Then scanty, another idea will emerge, and then they will be in constant war. Then obviously they will, one will go away and one will remain. When will this keep on going? Till only you see that only one idea remains and no anti idea is coming. No idea 5 is there. No, it has been very long. So you are reaching a point of one idea or one idea hegemony. When you go and achieve this point, you get end of history. History movement will stop. So we will see these two ideas. We will try to write one page about this end of ideologies and end of history. Understand? First we talk about end of ideology. Why? Because USSR was going to 89 May. USSR was disintegrated. USA sole superpower, making liberalism the hegemonic ideology. So one idea only remaining, which means end of history. History will not move. Slowly, slowly, whole world will be liberal. That's it. Done. End of history, end of ideology. We have to understand why these terms originated and at what time. What was Fukuyama wanting to say and achieve? And the second, the most favorite questions, are they relevant? Are they really true? Has history really ended? Has ideology stopped developing anymore? So we have to talk about that. So we'll talk about that and start with postmodernism and finish it also with that. That shall be the end of our ideologies. ठीक है? So in part A, what you have? Theory, thought, and ideologies. ठीक है? And we are done with thought. वैसे western है and Indian है. Indian we are not going to do. Indian we are going to read only. ठीक है? We will do. I will tell you what is the way for Indian. We'll do it before Indian governance, and ideology will be done. Will remain with theory, and you will see what theory is. Nothing. You have to just understand lots of words. Elitist, pluralist, etc. etc. With that said, understand this part A only is the political science. वैसे नहीं, comparative also. This is part A in paper 2. So I will start with comparative, because comparative is, let's say, you will be learning about engineering. Those who are of engineering background will have so much ease with that, because there you will be talking about just a system. Politics is a system. You give input, you get an output, you give a feedback. So when you start treating politics as a system, you will know कि भाई input क्या देना है. So you will say कि भाई some demands let's try to give, ठीक है, and output what do you want to achieve? Let's say good governance you want to achieve, or let's say development you want to achieve, services you want, service satisfaction you want to achieve. ठीक है? So we will understand that. We will complement it with governance as well. So those who are in Siddha course, try to do polity as well साथ में अच्छे से. Okay, चलो, bye.